a Star Wars Battlefront stream. Now, this isn't the Scarif DLC, and I'm not going to do what every other YouTube channel does, which is basically download the trailer and re-upload it to get cheap views. It's not what the gaming kitchen is about. The gaming kitchen is about bringing people in, talking, discussing, gaming, laughing, and having fun. So, ladies and gents, today is December 1st, 2016. Thank you for stopping by. For later on videos, I will have the DLC gameplay and everything come December 6th, same time everybody else will have it. So, nothing too special there. Wanted to make this video to talk about the DLC trailer that just came out. DLC trailer that just came out today. The fourth and final installment of the DLC saga for Star Wars Battlefront. Rogue One Scarif. Now, Rogue One comes out in about 15 days. Okay? Just a little pre-advance. 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. I got tickets already for it. Pre-ordered. I got them in the big seats in the reserve section. Most movie theaters nowadays do like bars and stuff like that. So, coming off of work today, I was expecting a Rogue One trailer for Battlefront to occur perhaps Tuesday. Didn't happen. They were supposed to show during Star Wars show. Didn't happen. So today, via Twitter, some of the people working in DICE decided to release the goodies today. Now, say what you will about Battlefront. I've been on an emotional roller coaster ride with this game from November 2015 to about right now. I'm honestly finally settled on A, accepting this game for what it is, B, being hyped again for this DLC stuff. Now, people say whatever they want about Death Star. I love Death Star because it brought space battles to this thing, but this new DLC looks amazing. Your DLC heroes, Jyn Erso, Orson Krennic, for the Imperials and the Rebel side, you have new heroes. They did mention that they're going to be doing things new for your heroes, such as that. So there's going to be a lot of things coming in the next week that's going to definitively make Battlefront good. I'm looking at the trailers for the movie, and I am psyched. I am beyond psyched for this thing. I didn't start to feel the hype for Rogue One until I got my tickets. You know, I've been looking, I've been checking out, I've been, because it's different than what it was for The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens was such a hype unlike any other, and I really honestly feel like it's a once in a lifetime experience that occurred for the Star Wars hype. Like, there'll be many Star Wars movies after this. I'm pretty sure none of them will have the same type of anticipation and journey that The Force Awakens had. Rogue One has the potential to be, honestly, one of the best Star Wars movies so far. Um, Probably up there with Empire Strikes Back. Those are bold words. Haven't seen it come out yet. But you got everything that you need to make this thing amazing. You have Darth Vader. You have space battles. You have ground battles. You actually have Star Wars. Wars in these movies that people have been waiting for to see, that kids have been playing with action figures for a long time. So, this trailer, let's talk about this trailer. Let's talk about this game trailer. Okay, this bad boy looks amazing. Broken up in sections, broken up in different squadrons, as to how you want to play this game. Ground levels. You play with the shore troopers. You play with dark troopers. I, I'm feeling good about this movie, man. I know people are nervous, and people are a little nervous about the fact that it doesn't have a crawl in it or anything. But aside from the Jakku DLC that came last year for the Force Awakens that had some type of weird tie-in for Force Awakens. This one actually is kind of relatable to, say, the Galactic Empire era, the Galactic Civil War era, and it looks amazing. What a fantastic time we live in as Star Wars fans. The ability to have a game that come out and catch two movies at the same time. Now, I don't know what it will be like next year because they're already working on a second Battlefront game. So, uh, who knows what's going to happen with that? But I tell you, man, this Rogue One movie is going to look amazing, and I hope Vader gets just enough time to wreak havoc. I don't want to get my expectations up high. I really don't. But man, I really hope that dude wreaks havoc. Wreaks havoc, excuse me. I really do. Like this is probably, and we've heard rumors saying that this is going to be the darkest Darth Vader that we've had cinematically. We see what he can do
Imperial TIE fighters draw their
via
fire.
comic books, via books.
Affirmative.
Stuff
Zeroing
such
in
as
on your
that.
position.
Now, I don't have the VR at this moment, but there will be free VR downloadable content to come with Rogue One. I mean, this is insane. I cannot wait for this movie. I have tickets pre-ordered for the 16th. I'm contemplating having tickets for the 15th.
You're being bombed!
I mean, at this point, why not?
They fired the homing missile!
They've locked onto you.
The trailer,
Our bombers have damaged the
you
capital
have
ship.
the
It's
TIE, the
vulnerable.
new
Hit
TIE
it now.
guns, new TIE ships. You have the U-Wing that just came out. That's going to be amazing. I said a while back that I figured that it was going to be... I said a while back I figured that it was going to be... Because Rogue One was going to be the fourth DLC. Like, and now looking back retroactively, which I might do a retroactive perspective on this thing, you can see the fact that this game takes the span of about 4 to 5 years.
You are to locate and secure an Alliance astromech
4 to 5
being held
years
in the
of
detention area. Once you reach it, fight your way back to the hangar and we'll get you out of there.
about 4 to 5 years of the Galactic Empire. So I mean, it starts at Scarif and it ends in Jakku. And in between, you have all the cinematic, planets and such. So I love it. It's time to be a Star Wars fan, man. It's great.
Sent Chewbacca down to provide you some support. under our protection. Head to the hangar.
Got a new viewer, welcome. Welcome to the stream. And I asked, did you see the Rogue One DLC trailer today, my man?
You've been informed that Darth Vader is in your position. Be careful.
There's a little delay in the commentary, so I will get to the discussions in a little bit. Kind of fending off the Dark Lord of the Sith right now. Little. KHI the one. I finally got to see your comments. I'm telling you, man, how did you feel about the trailer? How did you feel about it, man? I loved it.
Darth Vader has been defeated. It's over. We did it.
Yeah, I had a PlayStation. Yeah, I get this. This is my PlayStation 4. I've rolled with this thing since November 2013. I don't have the PlayStation 4 Pro and all that stuff. This is the OG PlayStation 4. This is the bad boy that I waited in line for. Waited in line for at Target to get, and I've been with it since day one. So. I just feel like
the astromech is under
I know everyone's
protection.
anticipating episode 8. Everyone's anticipating episode 8. Episode 8 is going to be crazy. But for some reason, I feel like Rogue One is going to blow us all away. I feel like that this is going to be the Star Wars film that everyone's been waiting for. That this is the film that is going to do it. I think they put a lot of work into it. I think they did a lot of good stuff for it. And I like The Force Awakens. There's people out here who, call it unoriginal and whatever, but we all know how hate is. Like, it's the same thing as prequel haters and everything. Like, everyone jumps on a bandwagon and they got to run away with them. So. Welcome to the new viewers who just came in for the Rogue One DLC discussion.
Get to the hangar.
I just want to get what everyone feels about it. Where is everyone gauging about this new DLC? About Battlefront? I don't have a PlayStation VR. I wish I did. I would love to see how that thing is. PlayStation 4 name is ROTNG88. I wish it was a more better name. Now come to think of it, probably would have picked the gaming kitchen or Darth Waffle Nuggets
Captive secured.
or
Now head to
Cirque
the
Gang Waffle
extraction
Deus,
point.
which would have been an even better name. I might even open up a new profile and do that. Well, you gotta understand that this is a prequel film. This is a prequel film. I grew up during the prequels. I was 11 when the Phantom Menace
Assault
came
team,
out,
we need to pick up the pace
and
before
I
reinforcements
was
show up.
9 when the special editions first came back into the movie theaters. So I've been in the movie theaters watching Star Wars films for about almost 20 years now. I first started getting hooked to Star Wars.
We've lost our team in the trench. Prepare for another run. Clear the path for our fighters in the trench.
Skywalker, ready for action.
System non-functional. I'm falling down.
Big Starklighter is here to help.
Oh wow. They're rumored to be in Rogue One, I think. Biggs and Wilson.
I'm hit bad.
TIE fighters incoming. Cover our fighters in the trench.
I never could get this right. For whatever reason, I've had this for a month now. I never could get this
TIE
right.
fighters have wiped out the squad targeting the port. Get ready for another run.
This is it. Set up to make your run at the exhaust port.
They're behind you! Behind!
Check behind you.
Man, it wasn't that hard in the movie. That's all I gotta say. It really was not that hard in the film.
Wedge Antilles is here.
Archie, see if you can't lock it down. Enemy missile launch! Watch out! Piston failure roll!
I don't know what I just did, but that worked. So I'll take it and I'll go with that. Cool beans. You know, one thing I love about these streams is that they are in a 720p, 60 FPS frames per second, which I wish TV was in frames per second. You got to go out and buy a whole new one. I have a 60-inch. And just as soon as I brought my 60-inch TV, they switched from 1080p being the highest to 4K. So, what's that thing about timing? You're either too early or too late. You know, you try to be in the middle of things sometimes. So, you know,
They have suffered casualties. Continue the advance.
I'm still trying to get to rank 90. I haven't done it yet. I've been on and off with Star Wars Battlefront, playing in between different games and such, but this might be the time to get back into it. Perfect timing. So. Freaking Lizzie. Just send me a request on PlayStation 4. I play other games on this channel from time to time when I get the chance to. Your Rainbow Sixes, your Battlefield. Tell your friends about the gaming kitchen. You know, have them come in, subscribe. You know, I rarely make a boring video. There's usually some fun in there somewhere, some thought process. I do thought pieces from time to time.
We're halfway there.
I hope that they honestly add a little bit more customizable skins to Rogue One. Like, it's unbelievable how many people don't really know how different Vader skins is between. Yeah, let me type that out for you. I'm still shocked at the fact that people don't realize the timeline for Rogue One. They're all asking, like, you know, will there be a sequel to Rogue One? Yeah, it's called Episode 4 New Hope. I don't understand, like, why people don't get that. Like, why would you not invest time into what you're watching? I can't wait to play as these Dark Troopers, man. These Dark Troopers look crazy. I honestly think, depending on the timeline, because the timeline has it where Jen Erso is 23, I think. I think she's 20, yeah, 23 or 20, I think she's 21 or 23. So Jen Erso was born at the beginning of the Clone Wars, meaning that she was born around the time of Episode 2. So the plan to create the Death Star basically has been going on since Episode 2. By the time we get to Episode 3, you see the Death Star being constructed. So during that time of it being constructed, reading from the timeline of Catalyst, Catalyst basically takes place during the prequel era and jumps from point to point. Yeah, she's 23. So she's older than Luke. She's got Luke by about, give or take, Luke was 19 in A New Hope. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. So she's got him by 4 years. So she was born before Revenge of the Sith. That means that when she's a kid at the turn of the Empire. She's a little kid, you know. And I was asking this question. I raised the question when I was looking at the trailer. I was like, okay. I said, she's a kid. The Empire already took over. Are those Dark Troopers, is there a possibility that they're clones? And the timeline, and I didn't notice it until the trailer. I said, wait a minute. I said, she's a kid. I said, if she's 4 years old, she was born a little bit during the time of Episode 2. She was born at the height of the Clone Wars. Okay? Now, the Empire turns. Okay? We're gonna get into it tonight on the stream, boy. I tell you, you know, if you're about it, this is the spot. You know, I'm not a Star Wars channel, but I'm a channel that likes Star Wars. I'll talk it. You know, the timeline matches up. So are they clones? You know, are they really clones? That's awesome. I will check the invite after I'm done with this stream. I'm telling you, man, it'll be worth it. But my discussion with it is the fact that, you know, are those Dark Troopers clones? Because when Krennic meets Urso's dad, she's still a kid.
Cut them off.
So you're thinking, so this is at the height of the Galactic Empire. Not too long after the Revenge of the Sith. So this is gonna be the prequel films that people are gonna like, man. I'm telling you, people a little too hard on it, but Krennic is a part of that empire, that newly constructed empire. Jyn Erso's a kid. They have flashbacks. Okay, she's 23 years old.
Stop them.
Affirmative. Heading for your position.
I think those Dark Troopers are taller than the Stormtroopers, and they're specially assigned to Krennic. I think they're clones. I really do. I think initially they're clones. It's sort of like the 501st. You know what I mean? Like the 501st was with Vader, even when he was Anakin. I don't know if it's canon anymore, but the 501st was with Vader, known as Vader's fist. So, man, how awesome would that be if you actually got to see the 501st in that movie? Crazy. There may be a chance that you could probably see Mayor R2-D2 in the movie. And how awesome that would be. Because it said that the movie is supposed to take place it's supposed to end about 5 minutes before Episode 4. You know, it's supposed to end about 5 minutes before Episode 4. So, I think, honestly, and I know a lot of Star Wars fans get butthurt over this, but they could honestly digitally replicate Carrie Fisher's face from Episode 4 and have it in there, and it looks so normal. Because if you think about it, like, they did Ant-Man like that. Like, Ant-Man, they had Michael Douglas from 1980 just stand up there talking, and he looked just like he did in the 1980s. Star Wars fans are like, oh, no CGI, no CGI, I don't like CGI. I don't like CGI. Look, practical effects, practical effects. I mean, but what would Luke do in Rogue One? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see Luke, like, you gotta understand, like, at the time, like, Luke was a farm boy on Tatooine. He didn't really become anything until, like, the droids found him. You know, the thing about Star Wars fans, and I'm not gonna say all Star Wars fans, but some Star Wars fans get me about this. you know, some of them have this mindset where like we live in 1978, and it's like the practical effects that happen. It's like you gotta understand that special effects is meant to tell a story. It's not meant to be a story. That's true. But how many people got fooled watching The Force Awakens, thinking, "Oh, okay, this is practical effects and all this type of stuff," and almost half of the shots, if not almost 80% of the special effects shots, were done CGI. And there were more CGI in The Force Awakens than what there was in The Phantom Menace. Phantom Menace came out in 1999. And everyone gave the prequels crap because of like the CGI and all this type of stuff. I mean, it's just a dead horse that's being beaten right now with this prequel stuff. I'm like, get over it. It's a part of this. It's a part of the Star Wars saga. You can ignore it, you know. I honestly, because of how far out Episode 8 is, and because of how little I've heard about Episode 8, I'm more psyched for Rogue One than what I am Episode 8. I love Darth Vader. And the fact that I get to see Darth Vader one more time on the big screen, because the last time I got to see him on the big screen was Revenge of the Sith. I'm a fanboy out. This is crazy. This is the Darth Vader. This is prime Darth Vader that you're gonna see. I just want to see him destroy some rebels. That's all I want. I just want to see him just destroy, just do something. You know.
Enemy fighter in pursuit.
Because I'm telling you, they're marketing the hell out of this movie with Vader. And it's like, you better use him. You know. I'm curious about Episode 8. I think I'll probably be more curious about Episode 8 when it's probably around like January, February, March. But I'm gonna be seeing Rogue One at least a good 3 times. You know, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on the big screen, really good the first time. You know, that's what I have planned. But the Rey and Luke moment. I don't know. I hope she's Luke's daughter. If not, I'll lose interest in the character. I don't believe in these stupid rumors that people be talking about. You know, the funny thing about the internet is that everyone has sources. You know, everyone's got sources when it comes to this these new movies, and it's like, okay, how many people got sources that work for these people? You know, I'm not naming any names on YouTube channels because I ain't trying to, you know, I'm not about starting drama and crap like that, but I think some of these YouTube channels are so full of crap when it comes to that stuff. So I got a source that told me about this, and I got a source that told me about that, and it comes out completely wrong.
Cut them off immediately.
Yeah, man, the scary thing about it is, bro, if you're confused about it, imagine how many other people are confused about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I hate to be condescending, but it's not that hard. It's Rogue One. You know, they have marketed this thing. I think that, like, if people truly understood Star Wars, they know what Rogue One is. They know that Rogue One takes place after Revenge of the Sith and before Episode 4. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's like, I just think anyone who is confused at this point about Rogue One, they're just going to be confused. There's no way that you can sugarcoat it and try and make people see something.
An informant has revealed Skywalker's presence in your quadrant.
Well, okay, here's the thing, though. Yeah, Vader died in Return of the Jedi, but what these movies are, I like them when they call them anthology films. They are they're kind of like the Danny Trejo style of movie telling, where it's like you get a present movie and you get taken back in time. So what these movies are going to be doing, they're like vignettes. They're not really vignettes, but they're like a small look into side stories that happened during, around, and before the saga. So yeah, Vader died, but he's alive in this one because it's a prequel. Just for anybody out here watching, Rogue One is not the sequel to The Force Awakens. It is a prequel to Episode 4 of New Hope. I know I'm doing free publicity for Disney right now, but I'm trying to do my civic duty and educate my fellow Star Wars fans out in this movie. I think Krennic's gonna. I mean, I'm in a couple of Star Wars groups. I'm going to be doing my my annual predictions in the films. I'm gonna do it in this stream because I know I'm going to be right about a few of them. And just because, like, I get a feeling. I go on a hunch. Krennic's going to kick the bucket. I think Vader's going to kill Krennic. I think. Trying to think what else. I think that scene where Krennic says, I won't fail, is going to be the target. Saw Gerrera is going to die on Jeddah. I think that's what's going to happen. If I'm wrong, fine, so be it. But I'm just going on that. The reason being is the fact that I don't see Saw Gerrera anywhere else in that movie. And when I see the trailers, it's like I don't see him outside that planet. Plus, it also doesn't help the fact that you see the planet falling apart around him.
Drive the rebels back.
This is, I mean, here's the thing though, like, this is the first Vader. I know people haven't thought about this, but this is the first Darth Vader that we have in a movie universe that is post-Disney, post-Lucasfilm story group canon. Post. Like, even in Revenge of the Sith, that Darth Vader existed post-trilogy, and at that time, post-EU. This is the first Darth Vader you will have that fought with Ahsoka, that is in the Darth Vader comic book, that was just going to actually be in that movie. We were not focused on it. Didn't think about that for a second. You live in an amazing time, man, of Star Wars media and everything. And even though when I was a kid, Star Wars didn't start to make a comeback until around the mid-90s. You know, I remember the Power of the Force toys where like he was on steroids, all the beats, the action figures, and double KB toys and everything. I lived during that era. I remember when it came back for the special edition of Battles of the Empire. This is the greatest period of Star Wars fandom that you'll ever see. And what a time to be alive. You know what I mean? The toys are kind of crappy. I would expect the toys to be a little bit better. That's just me. But I'm a little too old to be collecting toys anyway. If I did, it'd probably for collecting. But I don't even do that anymore. I'll make the exception for Darth Vader. Darth Vader is my homeboy. I love that character. Especially the comics. The Darth Vader comics. There are two of my favorite comics I like. I'm rambling a little bit. If anybody want to join in, feel free. But like my favorite comics is the Darth Vader comics. The Darth Vader comics and the Shattered Empire. The mini comics. But yeah, Rogue One, not a sequel, Star Wars prequel. It'd be cool if they actually do it, if they do the story on a Bothan, who stole the plans for Death Star 2. Which was stupid on the Empire's part. How stupid can you be to be so arrogant to double down on a mistake? You know, it's like the first Death Star wasn't a success. It's like, well, what can we do again? Let's build it again. And this time, not finish it, but, you know, just make it operable. That was the Emperor's plan. Like the Emperor wanted to make the Death Star operable to slam the rebellion. He didn't care about it being done.
Reinforce the detention area. I say again, reinforce the detention area.
You wonder why your empire lasted for 20 years and fell flat on its face? Like, you have an establishment that is built on fear, with its CEO and CFO a bunch of Sith Lords, which, by the way, by law of Sith, are cutthroat people. So, how's it going to happen? It was doomed for disaster from the get-go. But as the saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again. You're in Walker Assault? That's one of my favorite levels. I love Walker Assault. That's what I used to play in the beta. That hero card. Look at that. To anyone watching in the stream, again, thank you for stopping by. My channel doesn't exist without your support. Otherwise, it'd just be me looking crazy talking to myself. Which, I guess that's what videos kind of is anyway. Thank you. I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped for this movie. I brought, I've only pre-ordered tickets twice in my life. First time was for The Force Awakens. This time was for Rogue One.
Lock down the detention
area. On the chicken strips and Jägermeisters in the VIP section. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's gonna be insane. Dude, I remember movie theaters just like, I used to flip out when they had like nachos and cheese. Because usually like all the movie theaters I ever went to had popcorn.
We have sent the bounty hunter
the day and age of them having hot dogs and stuff like that went. But now movie theaters are going all out, man. They got bars and stuff. They got bars in movie theaters now. It's like, you really want to mix those two? Like, do you really want to have drunk, loud people in a movie theater? I mean, come on, like, everybody knows people drinking sometimes is like Pringles. Like, they can't have one. Man, it's gonna be great, man. I hope they got chicken strips. That's the first thing. Give me some chicken strips. Give me some chicken strips and maybe like a Bahama Mama.
Do not let them reach the hangar with that noise.
Chicken strips and a Bahama Mama. You only live once, man. Get it in. Who here has PlayStation VR? Because come December 6th, there's a free download for that, the Rogue One. 5 people watching now. Welcome for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Appreciate your presence. you guys have anything you want to talk about in regards to Rogue One? Let's get it out. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it tonight. I think the best, if you want to ask like what novels you want to start out with, I think Rogue One Catalyst is appearing to be good. I love Lost Stars. Bloodline is good. Bloodline is very political. You know, and the funny thing, like, people said that the prequels did it wrong, but yet when The Force Awakens stayed away from it, everyone complained and said that it had very little deposition. So, I don't know. It goes back to that you can't please everyone with everything. I love the movie. When I sat up there in that movie theater last year, and I saw in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I don't care what anybody says. Do a back assault. What's a back assault? Is that like the barrel roll of Battlefront? Do a barrel roll. Show 'em, Fox. Is that what you're trying to ask me? Do a barrel roll?
Very good. We are cutting off their escape with that droid. Hold the line.
You know, Tarkin's going to be in this Rogue One movie. Like, Peter Cushing is going to be posthumously acting in this film. Oh, like a preemptive attack? That's a reference to Final Fantasy VII. It's a real old reference. There's a battle strategy mode in Final Fantasy VII, which is called preemptive attack, where you get behind your enemy and you attack them. That was actually the first time I ever heard of that game, when I played that game back in the day. Do a back assault. Do a barrel roll. That's how you show 'em, Fox. Oh, man. Crash Bandicoot. I need to get a new picture. I don't even know how the hell to put up new pictures in this thing. Premium, how you doing tonight, man? How you doing tonight? What you up to? It's Thursday night. Everything all right? I'm not playing Battle Station anymore. You know what I'm gonna get to? Get to Walker Assault. I'm gonna get to what made me like this game when I first got it. Battlefront 2, I feel is gonna be insane. I say that with confidence because after playing Battlefield 1. Did I say Battlefront? Yeah, Battlefront 2. After playing Battlefield 1 and seeing what they implemented in that game and what fans were clamoring for, all I want is, I'll tell you the truth, man, I don't know if DICE will ever see my streams. I don't even know if DICE will see my channel. If they happen to run across my channel, this is my only suggestion I have for them. Whatever you did for Battlefield 1, copy and paste. Just, I wouldn't even be mad. Copy and paste it and just put Star Wars on it, and I will buy the hell out of that game. Everything they did with Battlefield 1 was fantastic. Now, the stories were a little short, but the multiplayer, the freaking conquest mode, the daggone global conflict mode, or whatever it's called, where like you're playing for like an hour and a half, and you're moving up these big maps and you're just taking territories. Oh my God! Imagine how awesome that would be in Star Wars. Come on, man. Crazy, man. One thing I like about this game now is that it covers the whole galactic civil war. It goes from the Battle of Scarif, which is pre-Episode 4, and it goes to the Battle of Jakku, which is post-Episode 6. You know. It's gotten a lot of people into the original trilogy again, which hasn't been for a long time. The calling points.
Be on the lookout for the Jedi Skywalker.
Army, how you doing, man? How you doing tonight? Actually, I shouldn't even say, man. Probably got some gamer ladies in here too looking. So if you are a gamer lady, welcome.
The Emperor has chosen.
If not, hey, at least I covered the spread. Didn't leave anybody out.
The rebels have activated the
Guard the selling point.
Rebel bombers are locked on our AT-AT.
The rebels have us outnumbered.
Honestly, Star Wars is, I think the reason why Star Wars is so relevant and stays being relevant, and it's so mysterious to why, I think it's the same reason why Star Trek is so relevant, is because these two entities deal with human interactions, human issues, human experiences, but from different aspects. Like, Star Trek is popular amongst people because Star Trek deals with, at the root basis of dealing and accepting people who are different from you. You know, I mean, like, I hate to go off track here, but I gotta talk about it because Star Trek and Star Wars kind of go hand in hand in the aspect of human interaction. One science fiction, one science fantasy. And Star Trek deals with dealing with people who come from different worlds and different planets, and how to deal with people who are different from you, and how prejudiced people can be in that society, and how each person is different, but yet they bring something unique in their own way. Like, if you look at the original cast, like, you have a black woman, you have a Vulcan, you have, you know, a white guy as a captain, you have, you know, people from different alien planets and worlds. Like, it wasn't done that way by accident. It was done that way on purpose to show diversity. And that's why it has a long-lasting effect. Like, as long as you have those root elements in Star Trek, you're going to have a legit fandom. Well, same thing for Star Wars. Star Wars has a different type of, it has the same type of human interaction. Okay, you're dealing with a world of different aliens. You're dealing with people who are different people, and they come from different planets, and they bring different attributes, and they bring different things. However, Star Wars focuses on bigger issues. Like, it doesn't really go into, you know, galactic worlds, and you go in here, you're dealing with that, you know, it happens to be there. But I think what you're dealing with is something on a more spiritual level. Star Wars is a very spiritual, mythical, science fantasy type of thing, where it's like the principle of the story is very realistic, where you're dealing with conflict, constant conflict. You know, you're battling people because they're different from you. You're battling people because they have different philosophies from you. You're battling people because they don't see your point of view. Like, the whole aspect of Star Wars and why human beings can relate to Star Wars so well is because that Star Wars deals with the internal conflicts that we all deal with every single day. The only difference is they do it in space with ships and explosions. You know, and as long as that is relevant, Star Wars is going to be popular. Star Wars is going to have that fan base. You know, like I said, I like Star Trek. I love Star Wars. You know, that's just me. You know, I hate going on rants like that, but I just love what's behind the scenes with Star Wars. Like, Star Wars is a very spiritual, social type of universe.
will
And
help
that's why
assure
people
our
love it, because they can relate to it. You know, these people are salt of the earth.
Rebels nearby.
You know, salt of the earth type of people, where it's like they're not perfect. You know, they're not sunshine. They're not your Buck Rogers, Clark Kent, Superman type of people. You know, these are smugglers, criminals, hustlers, you know, mercenaries.
A rebel Y-wing is locked onto our AT-AT.
That's the ultimate battle between good and evil. You know, I mean, like, you're looking at that right now in the new trilogy. You know, from the prequels to the sequels, you're looking at the battle between good and evil and the balance between it. You know, and how it's never going to go away. It's like, you know, yeah, Anakin got rid of the Sith, but there's a new evil that rises up. And for every new evil, there has to be a new good. That's where the Force Awakens comes in. That's why it's called the Force Awakens. The Force Awakens is about the Force Awakens.
Keep an eye out for rebels.
Kylo Ren and Rey. The unstoppable force and the immovable object. At least that's what I get from it. I don't know what anybody else gets. No. Everyone's like, when everyone was like, oh man, Star Wars is getting like uber spiritual, like Christianity and stuff like that. I said, well, if you really think about it, Star Wars comes from mythology. It dabbles in mythology. It dabbles in world religions. It has to. You know, I mean, who do you think the Force is? You think that was made up? You know, come on. Getting lit up.
Enemy bomber has locked onto our walker.
All right, so whoever's still left here, who has purchased their tickets already for Rogue One? We already got their stuff going.
Readings indicate a bomber is targeting our AT-AT.
The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down.
Oh, he got me. He did that back attack that what's his name was talking about, premium guitar. It's so ironic. He got me. Maybe he suggested it in his stuff.
Our war code is exposed. Keep the rebels away from it. Rebels in the zone.
Not called it not bad. I actually thought it was going to work.
Hostile sighted.
The rebel princess won't be causing any more trouble.
Keep the rebels back. Rebels in the zone. Uplink station designated. Proceed at once.
I'm waiting for Battlefront to give people more free maps. They were on a roll there earlier this year, and then they just fell off. They gave some new skins. They gave Luke his new lightsaber and stuff like that. I would like to see more new skins. I don't like to just see them leave them hanging with this. You know, I wish there would be a little bit more. But I gotta give DICE credit, man. I've dogged them in earlier videos, but since then, in a couple of months, man, they made a comeback. You know, they listen to the community. They take those requests very serious, and you know, just give them a chance. See what they got. Who knows, man? It's like.
The bounty hunter Boba Fett has arrived. He's working for us.
Track down Solo. He has been followed to a location nearby.
Hey, whoever clicked that like button, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tell me you guys like what you see or something. I don't really know about this new Han Solo film, mainly because number one, it raises three questions, and if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong. Fine, whatever. It raises three questions to why, and I think most Star Wars fans will agree with me. Number one, why? Why are you making this? Number two, how is the character of Han Solo going to fare out not being portrayed by Harrison Ford? And three, what's the end game with this Harrison Ford, this Han Solo film that's coming out? To play devil's advocate, I will give it a chance because I go back to the prequels. Ewan McGregor killed it as Obi-Wan Kenobi. In fact, many fans have said he's one of the bright spots of the prequel trilogy because of his acting. I think the problem is the fact when you deal with fans become accustomed to something. And many fans hate change, especially Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans hate change when it comes sometimes. This Han Solo film can be either great or it can suck. It can be great or it can suck. And
Warning, enemy bomber has got a lock on our window.
I don't know. I mean, they got Donald Glover as Lando, Childish Gambino Can't go wrong with that. Me personally, I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to be a good film, just as long as they kick out the timeline a little bit, make them really young, so it doesn't mess up episode 4. But I don't know. Han Solo is kind of Harrison Ford's character. Harrison Ford made that character, and to see it being taken up by somebody else is a little new territory. But Harrison Ford, like the rest of us, doesn't suffer from the Benjamin Button effect. He's a man that's in his 70s, so. Premium guitar, I see you type a lot. Let me ask you a question, brother. Are you, how do you feel about this Rogue One film? How do you feel about it? You waiting for it? You can't wait? What you about?
Rebel Y-Wings inbound. We have hired Boba Fett to provide backup.
Take cover! This place is crawling with rebels. Shield generator is in range. Barrage ready.
Dude, that should have took him out. What type of camera? I do the broadcast off of PlayStation 4. That's what I do. To be honest with you, when I do, if you ever check my video channel, when I do the episode pieces, like where I, do commentary and stuff like that, I do it in the most daisy chain type way. I'll post the videos to YouTube, private things, make them public, download them off of a website, and then just add commentary to it via Windows Movie Maker. It takes like 2 hours to do. I don't know, man. I don't have any of that technology stuff where it's like you can stream and you can use a camera and all that type of crap. I just film it, comment. I use my PlayStation headphones, my PlayStation, the ones I got from Best Buy, and then I just record off of the PlayStation 4, and then give my commentary on that, and then add like generic music to it, so I don't get like a copyright hit. Now I downloaded a free graphic for intros, and that's it. I'm a very simple man, I don't mess with the Adobe, because Adobe, honestly, like the whole Adobe Creative Suite costs as much as a daggone car, and it's like, what do I want to buy, Lamborghini, or do I want to buy Adobe Creative Suite? I mean, I like Adobe. I don't like Adobe that much to like put down an equity mortgage for a freaking software, Not putting them down or anything. I'm just saying, man. This is, you guys are very expensive. That's the way I do it. That's how I record my gameplay. I mean, when I made my game channel, I said, number one, I said, why not? Number two, I was like, I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of stuff that shoots out of my brain every while, and I like to share it. So I like to make videos and talk about it, and have fun, and record stuff. Is it a big YouTube channel? No.
Uplink station engaged.
Do I have
Well
like
done.
over 100,000
Now defend it.
subscribers and over 20 million views? No. I think the highest view I've ever had on a video was like 500. That's it. I don't really chase. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it gets big, it gets big. If not, whatever. I don't care. You know, I'm starting to work again, so I'm not able to post that many videos
We have
anyway.
been informed
But,
that Darth
you know,
Vader is
making
near
an
your
honest
position.
living.
Be careful.
Nah, to tell you the truth, brother, I'd be really honest with you. I wouldn't even know how to do it if I had one. I like to
Walker
keep it
targeted
simple.
by our Y-wing.
The reason why it's 720p, 60 FPS is because the PlayStation streaming allows that, which I think is fantastic. What type of gaming channel you want to start? Like a tutorial one? Because you're good with tutorials. You're good with tutorials. Like I'm good with like highlights, editorial pieces, like thought pieces and stuff like that. I think your YouTube gamer channel would be good for giving tips, like tips and tricks and stuff. I'm really dating myself with those magazines, like Game Pro and all that type of stuff. Like your game channel would be good if you would take it in the direction of giving people advice and stuff. But you can never get enough help. Care what anybody says. And don't hesitate, man. Do it. Start it up. The thing about YouTube, man, is that YouTube honestly needs to get back to the point of being fun. You know, it's like I hate to bring it up in my YouTube channel because I really don't like to pay attention to it. But everyone talks about this whole YouTube drama crap. Everyone likes to talk about this YouTube drama crap, but to be quite honest with you, I've been on YouTube since 2006. Okay, my gamer channel hasn't been. I've had 3 accounts since then. All right, I'm here to tell you what YouTube was like back in the day. It was nothing but game videos, some music videos along the way, and bootleg cinema videos.
Activated the uplink station. Well done.
That's all that was on YouTube. And between 2007 and 2008, you had all these personalities that got on there with these fake personas and started making money and started doing all this misery, drama bull crap. And I'm here to tell you, like, YouTube don't need that. And in fact, it don't even make up like the majority of the population. If you filter out your channels, you wouldn't even see it.
Air support is
So
on its way.
I'm all for game channels, dude. You know, everyone says, "Oh, you're too old for it." Nah, I'm not too old for it, man. I love sitting up here providing content that's funny and good. You know, and that's why a lot of that stuff. Yeah, go do it. Go do it. Do it as soon as you get done with the stream. Do it. Map it out and figure out your games and just go for it. The way I look at it, what's your name? Premium Guitar 25. The way I look at it is this. I'll have a conversation with you in a second. The way I look at it is this. You can either fail hard or succeed a lot. Who cares if what happens? You know what I'm saying? At least you tried. At least you did it. At least you pursued what you want. And if it's your passion, you'll get it. You know, you'll be successful. The way I look at it, life is short. I don't care, man. How many people are in the ground today wishing that they actually would have done something with their lives? Just sitting back regretting. Do it.
Uplink stations mapped.
And that's what YouTube needs to get back to being a fun place, man. Like, everyone harps on this negativity BS and everything. You know, it's like, you don't need it. And that's human nature. It's like negativity attracts more than positivity. You know, so everyone loves that negativity stuff. They love feeding it. It's a cancerous thing. It's really cancerous. And people don't even realize when they're getting sucked into it. That's how bad negativity is. So like, they gotta attack people. It's like you gotta attack people's channels. You gotta attack people this. You gotta attack people that. You don't have to do that to be famous and popular.
Defend that uplink
Just do
station,
you.
or else the Y-wings can't provide cover.
Honestly, I don't really give anybody shout outs. But I am a firm believer in helping people. Because I do a photography Instagram account where, like, you know, people add me, I help them out. You know, it's sort of like a I help you out, you help me type of thing. I wouldn't mind it. You know, I mean, what do I have to lose? What they say? They say successful people, by rule of thumb, are never threatened by other successful people. So if you are confident in your success and you're confident in what you're doing, why would you be afraid of somebody else doing what they're doing? You know what I'm saying? But I rarely give shout outs because, I mean, I'm not big enough to give shout outs. I don't know. I'll do it. I'll help you out. He seemed like a cool person. You know? Attack it from the back. Sure.
Watch out for enemy units.
Uplink deactivated.
But that's just the way it is, man. People cling to negativity way too much, man. That's the dark side. What did Yoda say? He says the dark side more powerful. No, but more seductive. That's what negativity is. When you see channels that, like, beat down on people and have to, like, comment on their profiles and comment on their content and try to take them out and stuff, yeah, it gets people popular. It gets you fame quick, but it comes back and it bites you in your butt. You know. That's why I stay away from it, man. I stay away from that stuff like a pitchfork, man. Stay away from it. I keep it away from me with a 20-foot pole. I don't like it. It's toxic. Like, if my YouTube channel would have to be popular by doing that, I'd rather not be. I'd rather be obscure. You know, I stay away from that crap. YouTube is big enough to avoid it anyway, so.
That's the end of Boba Fett.
Uplink activated. Watch for Imperial.
Hey, Premium, no problem, man. I'm about helping, dude. Sending that good energy out. Man. Like, I do streams like this from time to time where, like, I'll sit down and if people want to stop by and talk. I'll put the what's it called? I'll put the merchandise thing on where, like, I get paid for clicks. That's about it. People come, they come. They don't care. I have an Instagram channel called the Gaming Kitchen as well. Anyone want to stop by and talk and stuff? Well, I mean, look, you're 13, which is cool. You're in the right age. You're right in the age range to, I mean, look at it this way, kid. I'm 28. I've been playing games for a long time, you know. So if you're 13 right now, this is your time, kid. You're 13. All you got is what? School, maybe a little bit of practice, maybe a little bit of sports. Enjoy it, man. That's all I can tell you, dude. Enjoy it and stay away from the negativity because it's very easy. You know, success is going to be a little bit. Success is going to be hard. You know, I'm not going to BS you. You know, success is hard. That's why it's very rare that you find successful people. It's going to be hard. But if you stick with it, stay true, be original, you'll get there. You know. You never know. And do what you love. That's it. I'm all about, you know, but the thing, I mean, lastly, the
Our
reason why I
Y-wings
say
are
all I
lost.
say is that I like building up people.
Uplinks
I
pinpointed.
think kids are very impressionable, especially teenagers. Young teenagers are very impressionable, and it's important in this world to get kids into something that if you like it and it's good, just do it. You know what I mean? You know, I don't like to dismay somebody or hurt their feelings or say they would suck at this and they wouldn't be that. No, man, no, pursue it. Pursue it. It's like how many good people would we have had in this world if all they had was one person say you can do this and you can do that. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy. All they needed was one word of inspiration and they never got it. You know, you never know. You could be talking to the next Bill Gates. You could be talking to the next Steve Jobs. You know. Building a great generation, man. That's it. It's a great divider. One day we'll all hopefully be 80 years old, and one day we'll all be probably 80 years old, and we gotta rely on the younger generation, either A, help us across the street, or B, mug us. So it's all in how you plant that seed. Hey kid, you want to do a gaming channel? Do it. Do it. Start out cheap, work your way up. If you like it, because passions do change. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, Premium Guitar, man. Hey, look, man, it was a pleasure speaking to you, kid. Subscribe if you want to talk some more. If you want game advice or whatever. Thanks for stopping by. Stay in them books, kids. Stay in school too. Let me tell you something. Education is worth it. No joke. Especially the way this world is going. You're gonna need it. You got a lot of dumb people out here. You got a lot of adults out here that should go back to school and not leave. I give credit due. Sometimes these kids out here handle things better than adults. Yeah. Hey kid, nothing to it but to do it, fella. Little fella. Don't do what you gotta do, man. Best advice I can give is don't believe the hype. When you get older, you'll understand what I'm saying. Take it easy, kid. Hey, look, I tell you what, kid. You build your channel up. You get your channel. Let me know when you get your channel up, and I'll give you a shout out. I'll do that for you. Help you out. Megan Bonnie, pleasure to meet you. Hello. Welcome to Rogue One DLC discussion thread stream here. Making kids' dreams come true, one DLC game at a time.
AT-AT targeted by our Y-wing.
Always noticed this one really fun thing. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed this on YouTube, but if you have there's like no picture and you just go by the letter M, it kind of looks like an M&M. Kind of does. Looks like a big purple M&M.
Be careful! We're outnumbered!
Oh wow.
Walker targeted by our bomber. Vader is present. We must
No,
take
man,
him
it's
down.
just way too much negativity in the world. You know, there's and it's easy to cling to. So you be positive. You know, being positive is like it's like eating an air crisp. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference between eating like a heavy dinner and eating an air crisp.
We're outnumbered.
That's the way it is. People generally cling to negativity because it's easier to be negative than what it is to be positive. I like that. That's right. Thanks for reminding me. Got him. Who here in the stream is still in school? Trying to get a consensus of still in school, middle school, high
Y-wings are
school,
setting up for their
elementary
attack
school,
run.
kindergarten, pre-K. I hope there's no babies watching this channel.
The walker is exposed. Focus all firepower on it.
All right, kids.
Walker is within firing range of our
Stay with it.
Take
I'm telling you, stay in school, stay in school, stay in school. It's the best thing I can teach. Intermediate. What's intermediate school? I've honestly, I've been on this earth for 28 years. I've gone to I've gone to kindergarten. I didn't go pre-K, but I've never heard of intermediate. Like, what is that? Is that like private school or something? All I can tell is stay in school.
That Walker is vulnerable. Take
Stay
him down.
in school. Like, is it boring? Yes. Does it get tedious? Yes. But I'm telling you, it pays off when you're an adult. It pays off. You know? The deciding factor between counting and learning and critical analysis pays off. Stay in school. We need scientists, we need doctors, I don't know if we need philosophers, but fifth and sixth grade. That's legit. Stay in school, kid. I'm telling you. We need math. We need a new generation to come up and do better than what we got. You know? Keep that knowledge flowing. I remember when I was in the 5th grade, I was focusing on seeing Star Wars Episode 1, the Phantom Menace, back in 1999. Long time ago. A galaxy far, far away. Kids are our future, man. You know? They're the deciding factor to what our society is going to be. And I tell you, man, build kids up. We had a kid up here who wanted to make a YouTube channel. Make a YouTube channel, man. Do it. Do your dream. You know, I wish there were more people out here encouraging kids to do things that they want to do positively. You know, because it is so easy to fall into stuff that's bad, man. Like, if a kid wants to sit up here and play a game and get something from it, fine. You know, do your homework. You know, study your stuff. Study your P's and Q's, you know. But, you know, I mean, you inspire me because, well, you know, hey, I'll tell you what. I know you're young. I know you're little. But I tell you what, I've gone through bullies in my life. I've gone through people who harassed me, who called me names and all that stuff. I am a 28-year-old man now. You know, I'm almost, come 2 years, I'll be 30. So I tell you, it seems like it is now, but I tell you something. If you stand up for yourself and believe in what you're doing, you'll be fine. Those things shall come and pass. Because I tell you something, life gets tougher, it gets rougher. As an adult, I can tell you that. It gets more difficult as you get older. Don't let anybody tell you any different. But how you deal with it is what makes you a champion in life. So, you know, you're gonna have people like that, especially kids. Kids are very mean in school. They call you names, they harass you, and all that type of stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you're doing something good. Do not let people sway you from that. You know, you're doing something good. You're doing something creative. You know, it's easier to take that. That's what I was just talking about. Like I was talking about, like negativity on YouTube. And if you think, I'm telling you, kid, if you think it's rough as a kid, imagine being an adult and dealing with people who think just like these little kid bullies out here. You know, adults get bullied too. But you know, I mean, believe in what you're doing. You know, because what you're going to do is going to pay off at some point. It's going to be good. You're doing something for good reason. And stand up for yourself. You know? And no one should, no kid should beat you up for that. No kid should. You should talk to your principal or counselor about that, or, you know, that's not cool at all. No one should put their hands on you like that. You know? There are just mean people in this world, kid. You know, I don't want to sugarcoat this world for you, but there are mean people in this world, and they love making other people feel bad. You know, they love making people feel bad because they themselves feel bad, and that goes for kids, adults. You know, I drive to work every morning. You know what I mean? How many people have I seen try to run me off the road and try to like honk their horns at me because I'm driving the speed limit? And I'm the double. So, you know, I tell you what, kid, it makes you stronger. At least you're doing something positive. Keep your head up. You know, you're 5, 6th grade, you're about 10. You got about 8 more years of school. Don't even worry about it. You'll look back at it one day and you'll be like, man, that made me tougher. Made me stronger.
Rebel Y-wings.
Well, kid, I know how important it is to steer kids in the right direction, because children are our future. Like you are our future. You know, you are our future. And it's important to have a generation grow up and make this world better, and not have a cynical view, and not be negative and mean-spirited like that. You know. So whatever I can do. If me playing a game makes kids feel better about themselves or something like that, which I didn't know I was doing, fine, so be it. You know?
Keep the rebels back. Our AT-AT won't be exposed for long.
6 and turn 12. I'll tell you, middle school is rough, kids. Middle school is rough, boy. I've been in middle school. Middle school is nobody has good stories about middle school. Oh man, nobody has it. Those are the years in which you're finding yourself. You know. But I tell you what, kid, you're on a good path, man. Don't let people sway you. If you like playing video games and you like doing it, and you ain't hurting nobody, go ahead and do your thing, man. You know, and if they say something about it, shrug it off, man. Like, hey, you know, it's what I do. It's who I am. Never, don't change. The best advice I can give you, I don't know if you're still in the stream or not, but I can give you the best advice. Never change for anyone. You know, if people can't respect you or be your friend for who you are, not what you are, then they're not good friends to begin
Hold
with.
that uplink.
No
Rebel
one
Y-wings
who's your
won't
friend
be
will
able
come
to
by and
pinpoint
try
your
and change
location
you.
without
They'll accept who you are. Not tolerate you, but they'll accept who you are. Roll with it. They'll accept who you are. That's what makes people be. I mean, like I'm sitting up here playing Star Wars, right? I'm sitting up here playing Star Wars here. You know, Star Wars is about people from different backgrounds, different philosophies, and they work together to achieve a common goal. You know how boring this world would be if everybody was the same? So, be unique. Stand out. Well, kid, I thank you for that, and I got that way because I was where you were once, and I hope someday you'll be 28 and you'll be giving advice to some kids watching your show. Before you go, man, good luck to you.
The rebels have activated the uplink
You got about
station.
6 more years
We must shut it down.
public school. Don't change for people, man. Because I'm telling you, the time is going to come. It's going to be tempting to do so. Be yourself. Be yourself. The world needs more individuals, less conformity, more people who are creative thinkers. You're on the path, kid. Well, good luck to you. Keep doing what you believe in. Don't change for nobody, especially if what you're doing is right. Best advice I can give you. I don't have the answers to everything, but I do know everything about what I am.
Disable the rebel uplink. Do not allow them to reactivate.
Enemy fighter right behind you. Missiles launching on your position.
Our AT-AT is being targeted by an enemy bomber.
Rebel ships are about to fire on our walkers. The AT-AT is vulnerable to rebel attack. Protect it.
Hostile orbital strike.
So I can't wait till this Reverend DLC drops. This is gonna be amazing. I can't. I get to the point like where I'm so eager to wait for something. I don't even want to play this game until I get it. Boom, dropped you.
Our walker will remain unprotected for a short time.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, being a kid is not easy. You know, especially when you're going through middle school and you're going through high school and you're changing and your voice is changing and all that stuff's changing. You're trying to find yourself and you got people who are like trying to find in and fit in. It's like, honestly, like as an adult, I could look at it from outside looking in now. It's like, who in the world is cool at that time to turn down other people? It's like you all sound squeaky. You all, are awkward.
Slow down their
It's like, but kids are mean like that, man. And then you grow up, and then you deal with adults, and adults are the same exact way. Adults are sometimes out here are nothing but big kids. They try and pick on you, so it never stops, But you gotta stand up for yourself. At some point, you gotta say, "Hey, this is who I am. This is what I do.
Scanners
You either like
indicate
it
the
or you
rebels
don't."
have activated an uplink station.
It makes you tougher. I grew up in the time of bullies. Like there was no Instagram, there was no Facebook, but there were real cool bullies, like the old school type. And bullies are always going to be there. They're never going to go away. Hashtags won't make them go away. Wristbands won't make them go away. The only way they go away is if you stand up to them. You got to stand up to them. And I didn't realize that until I got older. When I got to be an adult. I go in workplaces, like you gotta stand up for yourself there. You don't stand up for yourself, you will. but children are our future, dude. That's just, you know, I can't even get past that. Children are our future. And, you know, you can either inspire a kid or you can make him or her the worst human, all because of what you say, all because of what you do. You know.
Rebel Y-Wing has a lock on our walker.
And I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't want that on my conscience. You know, I'll be an old man somewhere, and there'll be, you know, some person who grew up, you know, angry and evil and caused hurt to the world because I said it did something wrong to him. I don't want that. I don't want that on my conscience. So when I run into kids on streams and stuff like that, and they want to do something, I tell them pursue it. You never know what's going on in someone's life. You never know, like, what they're going through, what they need. Maybe it will save their life. You never know. You never know. So, I always say approach people like that, because not out of caution, but out of empathy and sympathy. This world needs more empathy and sympathy. This world needs more people to care. And the more people you get to care, the more care that comes back. That's my philosophy. I may be wrong, I may be a little bit too optimistic, but, you know, it's the truth. So this Rogue One DLC is going to have possibly ACTs, all-terrain, all-carrier transports. So I can't wait for this movie. I just can't. I am so psyched for this film.
We're facing a substantial force.
And I mean, I joke and I kid on my videos. Like, I know, like, a lot of times when I get on Rainbow Six, I always talk about no kids playing it and stuff like that. But honestly, I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. I'm joking and kidding. I don't care, man. Play whatever you want. To be honest with you, life is so damn short. I don't suggest kids playing a mature game like that. I really don't. I mean, if it were up to me, I wouldn't have him play it, but...
We need to shut down that uplink to stop rebel ships targeting our walkers. Lord Vader will help us make these traitors pay.
Yeah.
Rebel forces
I grew up
have
playing
triggered the uplink
Turok.
station.
Gold.
In order to protect our walkers,
So.
it must deactivate it.
I was no teenager when those games came out, so I am kind of a hypocrite.
Rebel bombers have locked onto our AT-AT.
Spies indicate that 9 Num is in your vicinity. Do not let him leave there alive.
Enemy unit.
Oh my god, we got him. I have found myself to be addicted to Subway subs now,
The
mainly
rebels
because
have
I go
activated
to
the
the gym.
uplink station. We must
I
shut
always
it
like
down.
to give myself a nice dose of protein. I don't know, man. Like, my local Subway has these two dudes who are cool as crap. And I don't know. I like having conversation. Like, I can spark a conversation with
Rebel
strangers.
sighted.
Like, I don't even care. But they got this new Reuben joint where it's like they got the sauerkraut. I get the money sauerkraut with the
Heavy laser cannon charged and ready to fire.
I get the sauerkraut with the turkey.
Walker is under fire and is
They get the
critical
thick
this
turkey.
attack. Draw their fire.
And it's the thick turkey, and this thing tastes amazing. So good. I might play one more match of this. Play one more match of this, and I'm gonna wrap it up. So I got some other games I want to get into. Trying to get into this Rainbow Six. I'm gonna go to Rainbow Six, and it's gonna be the road to
You won't be able
Diamond.
to scratch those walkers without calling in Y-Wing support
I'm not
first.
giving up.
Those uplinks need to be
Kind of my
operational.
competitive side, but this Rogue One, man. This Rogue One is about 14 days away. We're 2 weeks away now, and the DLC is 5 days away now, 4 days away now. So
Uplink activated. Watch for Imperial counterattack.
it's happening. It's actually there was a time where we didn't even know what the heck this movie would look like. It's happening. So
Green Squadron, we need air cover. Green 13 standing by.
We need that uplink.
I think retrospectively, I mean, I'm gonna make one more video
Hostile down.
on Star Wars Battlefront, and I'm just gonna lock it away, or lock my thoughts away, like Batman did to
Uplink
Joker in
offline.
Arkham Knight.
Get it working. We need it for our
Set it
Y-Wings.
loose. I will give a little hint of what I'm gonna say in that video. I think that Battlefront is going to be a game that will have to be judged 2 times.
Uplink
The
station
2015
engaged.
version
Well done.
and the
Now defend it.
2016 version. And both versions are
Hostiles
good.
ahead.
Reason being is because you have a game that was released in 2015 that was not fully cooked. It was left bare bones. A lot of the modes should have been implemented in the game. I think Battlefront would have had even a single player
Y-Wing
mode
locked in.
had it not been rushed for Force Awakens, for the hype of the Force Awakens. And I think EA and DICE are now aware of that. The backlash
Get
that
back
came from
here
it,
and help us win the
and
fight.
which I said in my videos later on when I was talking about the price cut, way back. I said
They launched a
this
missile at
is
you.
either going to
Look out, missile
make or
launch.
break this game. But one thing is certain, is that they're going to learn
Our
from the
spies
mistakes.
are telling us the bounty
They're
hunter
going to learn
Boba Fett
from
is nearby. Be careful.
what fans want, what fans desire, and what they wish to have. And I think this last DLC is going to cover some of that.
Y-Wing
I
locked
think
onto
the game that's going to
AT-AT
come tomorrow,
coordinates.
next year is going to blow people away. I just have a feeling. I feel like Battlefield 1 was, in a way, a hint to what we're going to get if we just pay attention to it and get our hatred of this game out of the way. There's still people in the community that are not going to like this game because of the DLC and the secret pass and stuff like that. But this is the game world that we live in right now. where it's about season passes, and the games that we have with season passes are kind of left
We
incomplete.
have activated an uplink station.
Like even
Prepare
your
for enemy
best
counterattack.
games now are left with needing more. Like, it's just the world that we live in. It's just the gaming world that we're living in. It's not going to go away. The day and age of the gaming world that I
The
grew up
walker
in
is exposed.
fading away
Focus
quick.
all firepower on it.
Homing missile lock on your ship!
You know,
Enemy missile launched! Watch
I'm one
out!
of those old dinosaurs, man. I either adapt to the times, or I will go the way of the dodo bird.
Direct all firepower on that walker.
You know, I have personal things about Call of Duty, which, you know, and everything. But I feel like Battlefront took a lot of strides. You know, say whatever you want, but Battlefront took a lot of strides. DICE took a lot of strides to get this game back to being at least acceptable and playable for people. How they did it, you can argue it. It is what it is. At this point, you're either going to buy the game or you hate the game, but you got to make a decision down the middle. For what it's worth, I think the 2016 version of this game is everything that it should have been when it came out. And I think this Rogue One DLC, they're finally going to get it. And I'm telling you, this DLC is going to blow people away. It's going to blow people away. I'm blown away looking at this game. And I didn't think I would be. I had written this game off. You know, I'm the first person to criticize this game. But holy crap, man, this game was amazing. That DLC is going to drop and it is going to blow people away. They don't know what's going to happen. You know. But those are my last 2 cents. I'm going to make one more video about Battlefront, and I'm just going to, you know, come to peace with it, come to terms. By the way, this is where R2-D2 will die.
Calling in X-Wing support. What's your status? Red 13 standing by.
Bomber locked in.
My only gripe is I wish they would have made the ships faster. You know, that's the only thing I wish they would have made the ships faster. Like, the X-Wing is still the slowest vehicle in this game. But, you know, I mean, what are you going to do? It's over with. So, now that I'm done talking about Battlefront, I want to talk about this movie, Rogue One. I think Lucasfilm is very nervous about this film, as they should be. It's pretty much like writing a book report for your senior class, and you want it right. I think this movie, me personally, I think this movie is going to blow everyone away. First Star Wars film without an opening crawl. So, I don't know about that, but you know, even Shadows of the Empire had an opening crawl, and that was a game. But I think once fans get over it, it's going to be a good experience. You know, it's going to be a little bit different from the sagas, as it should be. Sagas should be held special, and that's that. We just got, I think, like, the moral of the story is we got to get used to change. You know, I mean, it's like, as Star Wars fans, we have to get used to change. And sometimes change is good, sometimes change is bad, sometimes we're going to agree with it, sometimes we're going to like it, sometimes we're going to hate it. But change is inevitable in both life and in family. What's the saying? The saying goes to say the only thing that stays the same in life is change.
Airstrike incoming.
You know, get used to it, deal with it, find the positivity in it. It's going to be a little different. We're all going to be a little taken back from the fact that
Walker
Star
is
Wars won't have an
exposed.
opening
Focus
crawl.
all firepower on
But you know, trusting these people. You gotta trust in these people. At the end of the day, they know what they're doing. If they don't, the box office will tell. Trust in it. You know, Star Wars fans have a problem with change.
The AT-AT is defenseless. Now's
And
our
Star
chance.
Wars, ironically, is a forever changing thing, just like life is. So you better get used to it, man.
Solos joined the battle.
That walker's coming this way. We need to strike while it's still exposed.
Get to the uplinks.
Be ready for hostile.
Alright, Boba Fett.
That's the end of Boba Fett.
A little bit of Boba.
Get those uplinks online, now.
I think the next thing is probably going to be Darth Vader in this Rogue One. Can't wait to see what he does. I said they're going to be using him sporadically. All I want, and I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I just hope he wrecks havoc. I just hope he just give me one scene of that dude just hacking and slashing. And
Uplink station under
choking
our
and just
control.
going.
Defend it.
I feel like if they don't, they're blowing a great opportunity. But, I mean, either way, we're getting a new Star Wars film. We're getting a new Star Wars film every single year. And I seriously think
Well
that
done. We've activated the uplink.
this Star Wars
Now defend.
universe is in good hands. George Lucas, I guarantee George Lucas had some input to this Rogue One film. Everyone's like, George Lucas. I'm like, dude, whatever. You know, you can say whatever you want, but, you know, you wouldn't even be up here being a fan if you weren't for George Lucas.
Uplink locking sequence
So,
offline. We need it
Pull
operational.
your coals charcoal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fault the man for being original. You know, like, you can criticize him and his ideas, but
Track
until
the
you
Emperor to your area.
create something
Watch
artistically
out for enemy soldiers.
and you
Uplink
look at it
station
as
engaged.
an artist as opposed to a person who's looking at the artwork, you can't comment on what he does. That man changed cinema. Like there's a stop point. You know, pre-Lucas and post-Lucas. The man changed cinema. And you know, all credit to the directors who came before him that were innovative. You know, your John Ford, your Cecil B. DeMille, you know, all of those. And I'm sure a lot of people watching it don't even know what he's talking about because those directors were so long ago. But those directors paved the way for Lucas. You know, for your Francis Ford Coppola, for your
Commander Han Solo
Brian
has
De Palma. They've all paved the way for your modern day directors now who can push the limit. You know, say what you want about Lucas, but the man took risks. And sometimes they weren't popular. Sometimes they weren't, you know, what the fans wanted. You know, sometimes it wasn't fan service. But you know, at the end of the day, George Lucas put his idea out there. So whether you agree with it being strong or not that's your problem.
Enemies in the area.
But Star Wars is not about fan service. Star Wars is not about, you know, servicing the fans and oh, you know, let's put the Millennium Falcon in here just because they'll get some hoots and hows. It's about a story. It's about telling a story. And you can't fault George Lucas for that. You know, you cannot fault George Lucas for that. And even Gareth Edwards stood up there talking about, you know, how Gareth Edwards was standing up there talking about how, like, you know, when he looked at the special edition, he said this on the Star Wars show. Like when he looked at the special edition, he was like, oh no, how can Lucas change? How can until he directed a movie himself, and he's looking at it and saying it's never going to be perfect. You know, you like to change it, you like to alter that. So I mean, you know, it's like I feel like the fans kind of give Lucas a jolt. It's like, yeah, they want the original trilogy. Yeah, they want the original trilogy the way it was when they looked at it. But it's like, you know, they're kind of like not your movies. You know, I mean, it's like, yeah, you went to see them. Yeah, you supported him and stuff. But it's like, you know, he's the artist. You know, it's just like Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. You know what I mean? Those are his paintings. And if he wanted to alter them, he could do it. I know what I'm saying is unpopular, but being a fellow artist myself, working on photos and stuff like that, getting sketches and paintings and stuff, you know, you're never satisfied with what you make because you always feel like you can add more to it. You know, you're never going to see it from the outside looking.
So the Y-wing bombers can
That's the same way with directing and all that type of stuff. But I'm going to leave on that note. Guys, it's been a pleasure hosting this tonight. I thank you for all your commentary. I thank you for all your views, your subscriptions, your likes. I'm going to be coming back with more content. I cannot wait till this Rogue One DLC drops. And you know I'm going to do a stream. I'm going to do an episodic piece for it. And I'm going to bring more content along the way. I still got Uncharted that I need to beat. So it's coming, ladies and gents. You know, stick around. It's going to be good. We're going into 2017 with some good energy, you know. All right, guys. One love.